Hello everybody, this is Ken Witt from the Pixel Posse team, and we're here for another episode of Friday Night Zen. Well, I always start the Friday Night Zen discussing what's going on lately in my life, and, well, just the standard school and the such. Regarding the channel, I have a new microphone, so hopefully my voice quality will be better overall. Also, I'd like to say, I recently started playing Pokemon Yellow using my phone with an emulator, so that's pretty cool. I would also like to say, follow me on Twitter. It's a great way. It's my main source of updating and just keeping everyone up to par with what's going on. And I'm also doing a screenshot playthrough of Yellow. I'm not actually doing commentary or anything, it's just screenshots and some captions of me playing the game, so go ahead and follow me to check that out. And it's also the best way to tell what's going on with the channel. Also, I've been working on a bit of the podcast, so the link will be on my channel, so check that out for sure. In fact, I might even just leave a link here. Anyway, time for the real Friday Night Zen. Today's topic is honesty. First question is, do you try to be an honest person? I try to start most of these subjects with a personalized question, but do I try to be an honest person? I try to be an honest person. I can't say that I always am or that I'm particularly good at being honest. And to be completely honest, there are times where I have found honesty not to be appropriate for the particular, moment. If that makes sense to anyone. Come on. And in there. Of course it didn't do anything. So yeah, I try to be an honest person, but I can't say that I always am, or that I always think it is appropriate to be honest. The next question is, what is the value of honesty? And to me, I would say the value of honesty lies in what it can do for society. It keeps things organized, it keeps people loyal, it keeps people, I'd like to say, happy and working together well enough, and that could be the truth, and I'd like to argue so, that honesty is useful in society, and that is the value I'd say is inherent, that it can be used by society for the benefit of everyone. Next would it be plausible for someone to be completely honest all the time? And I would say a person can do that. It's not particularly plausible, nor do I necessarily think it a good idea, because one could argue that there are times where complete honesty wouldn't be beneficial. We could say, an example would be, in war. Or, not that I'm much of an advocate of war, it's just an example. That was tough. Oh. Yeah, that was pretty tough. I didn't do that one good enough, so I have to redo it. Anyway. Next question is, would it ever be appropriate to tell a lie? Well, that implies that it's never appropriate to lie, and that honesty is somehow a virtue. And, well, whether it be appropriate? No, certainly. There are times when lying is appropriate. I'm not saying that's the preferred method, and one should do their best to try to be honest, and lying shouldn't be something that I would say one should do for their own benefit. I'd say lying is only appropriate when it's for the benefit of another person, or the benefit of something greater than oneself. It's not something that should be done on a selfish manner. Next question is, why is honesty even considered a virtue? Well, I'd like to say that honesty being considered a virtue might have started off when humans decided to start getting together in civilization in larger groups, where lying was harmful to, being together, and if a person was to, say, steal or do something else harmful to society, if someone lied, then they would, they'd obviously get away with it without any evidence. So I'd say honesty probably evolved on a social, cultural level, or if some take a more natural approach, it may have even been a part of human evolution. Some animals may exhibit honest traits. I don't know, I don't have any evidence to back that up, so that's just, a possibility, a hypothesis. I'd like to see an example of that in animals regarding honesty. Something that I'm quite curious for. Anyway, next question is, what about self-honesty? And I'd say that is really the ultimate value of honesty in the end, is honesty to oneself. Sure, honesty to other people may be what most people think honesty to be, and honesty to other people may be what people consider the only value of honesty. But in my opinion, I would say honesty to oneself is extremely important. Being true to oneself, as cliche as it may sound, I think is really the value of honesty. Because if one was there's no worse lie than a lie that you tell yourself. Certainly not. I'd say lying to yourself is far worse of a sellout than lying to others. And self-honesty, I would say, is far more virtuous than, say, honesty to others. Because the worst thing you can do to yourself is delude yourself or otherwise lie to yourself when, the truth is merely the best thing for your own worth and value. Anyway, here's the quote of the day. My questions are over. Is, no legacy is so rich as honesty. William Shakespeare. This has been Ken Witt from the Pixel Posse team, and you've joined me for Friday Night Zen. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.